It's called the greatest setting in college football, and even if the skies open up, that pales in comparison to the purple rain that will be unleashed by the homestanding Washington Huskies. A top 25 showdown coming up, two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Blue Raiders offense takes the field. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Still running at the 40. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity.
Touchdown, Middle Tennessee! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Huskies offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Dropping back, it's Hart. Quarterback extends the play. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his big tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes a move. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go pro.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
It's complete to the right. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Looking to move it through the air. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Henderson. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Quickly complete.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest. And you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They want to throw it. Pumps it downfield. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. First down here for the offense. The corners are walked up tight. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Now on 3rd down for this offense. To throw, it's Hart. Throws to the back. Fakes the grab on the left. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Middle Tennessee on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. trying to find his man on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Wide receiver shows motion. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. On the run, still looking. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And come on now, O-line, you got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
A lot of times when that ball's coming out, you can tell the offensive linemen want to get those defensive linemen's hands down. They want to hit them, engage on them. Great job by the defensive end, getting his hands up in the air and getting the deflection.
On the return, it's Henderson. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse. He'll take a shot. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Hope. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires and picked off.
Intercepted by Middle Tennessee. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
A first down for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He caught it. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll go with a direct snap. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, MTSU.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll go to the ground. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Lofts one high and deep. And that ball is picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, a statement run in the red zone to the 13. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Power football with the run. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to run for it. Touchdown, Blue Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points. Ready to try the point after. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Back to the air one more time. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
They're strong and they're scrawl. Defensive tackles, they're scrawl. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Makes the catch. It's Henderson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Works the middle. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
They're bringing heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offensive first. Absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Offense getting set for first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. It's Hart. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where you can catch and keep running and chew up some yards after the catch.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. He wants to throw. Had to throw it before he wanted. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Nice pitch and catch. Enough for the first down.
That's a really good-looking throw right there. That was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Now on second and short after the first down completion. Back to throw, it's Hart. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
Washington right back to the line. They're going to go right back to him on first down. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38? Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Now on first down from the 28. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Turning to the running game on first and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Husky! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And he added the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You've got to get it back.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Henderson. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
To the ground with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Smashes through. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. when they've got him looking run. Now to pass. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown in the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
That makes the score. Middle Tennessee, 35.
He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Middle Tennessee on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Second down coming up. To the air, it's Hart. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Looking for a productive play on first down. Motion from the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pocket starts to collapse. And the ball is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Huskies.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
From the gun, running back on the move. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Gonna take a shot. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
42, Washington, 21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Huskies have it back trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. They want that clock to run. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had the
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. The jet sweep pass. Touchdown, MTSU. And the pummeling has started. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner goes down. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard